live now.
Okay, I'm muting.
Well, hello everyone. Tyra here with TN Grow Wealth Together. What's today? Honestly, you know what happens over Christmas holidays? I don't know about you, but I just completely lose track of time. So today is December 30th. For me, I'm on Vancouver Island and it's 10 a.m. Well, just shortly after. So what I'm going to be doing here is, as you can see in front of me, I have a panel of ladies, and we're going to be chatting about what we see in 2021 for us as founders with OnPassive. Now, before we get going, I want to make a few things clear to you guys. If you see there's a StreamYard logo, if you haven't given them okay, you often have to click on that in case you want some you want to make some comments. And the other thing, this is live on my Facebook page, so please interact, comment. I would love to hear from you. Each of us are founders with OnPassive, and if this ends up being something that appeals to you, please reach out to us. We would love to give you a hand and help you go further in 2021 with all the things that OnPassive has to offer. So let's get going. Without further ado, we are going to be talking, as I said, a bit about what we see OnPassive doing for us going forward into 2021. So ladies, if you want to take your turn and introduce yourself and give us a little bit of information about yourselves, just so we know. So maybe, Erin, if you want to begin.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me on today. My name is Erin Sprain, and I reside in Whitecourt, Alberta. So for people that are around the world, because I know you have an international group here, people on your page. I live on the western side of the Canada. I have been in the industry for 23 years. And I come from retail management background. I also am a professional hairstylist as well. So I'm a lifeguard. I've done many different things over the years, but I've also been an entrepreneur. So I'm beyond excited when I got introduced to OnPassive, September of 2020. So just not too long ago, because I have very many years in the industry, I am absolutely blown away about OnPassive in many different avenues from so many people that I know in my network of people that need OnPassive in 2021 here. So we're like literally days away before our soft launch. And definitely we are so excited on what's coming.
So
and I know
my internet just totally is not good.
Oh, okay. So I definitely want to let you know, if you are just watching and learning about OnPassive, it's not too late. We're bringing in I think average about 3,000 founders around the world daily, and I'm just been blessed and grateful for OnPassive to come into my life. And in a short period of time, in 120 plus days, in this past, third and fourth quarter of 2020, in this crazy, insane world that we're living in, I will tell you that my life has dramatically changed in many ways. I have multiple projects on the go. I cannot wait to use these products on my multiple projects. I am leading the way. I'm a visionary. I've been a hence of Mama Bear. That's my nickname. I take care of people. I mentor people, and I'm just so excited. So I could go on forever, but I just wanted to share a little bit about who I am and why I'm excited for OnPassive. You're muted, dear. I can't hear you or something.
Okay, well, I'll just start. Hi, my name is Suzanne DeVoe, and I live just 1 hour south of Tyra. I live on Vancouver Island on the west coast of Canada. It's a wonderful place if you ever have the chance to visit. And as well, myself, I had been in direct sales and different types of products over the years. Some companies promise a lot and then they go away, and then some are amazing. But for the last 14 years, I've been with a particular product. But I'm always looking for a way to market it online, and that's what drew me initially to OnPassive. So I'm looking, I've taken the courses through ClickFunnels and Aweber, and I've got a plethora of books and courses I've learned or I've read. So what I find is you get a little frustrated. You feel like you're just spinning your wheels, trying to adapt to one particular software, and then updates come and get it to work with other softwares and all the sign-ins, and it's just really frustrating and expensive, costly. So in my journey, I've always been studying online marketing, but felt I just didn't get the success I wanted. So back in July, I heard about OnPassive through my good friend Sharon. And I thought, this is marvelous. Like, I don't know when it's going to come out, but I'll sign up as a founder. So I did. And I really didn't catch on to how amazing this company is until just about 2 months ago. I took a closer look. I knew I was a founder. And so I thought, well, what's here? And then I realized that not only I can benefit, but a lot of people can benefit. Whether you have a small business, brick and mortar, whether you do direct sales, it doesn't matter what you might sell or service that you might have. You could be a dentist looking for more clients. It does not matter. OnPassive will suit anyone's needs. It's basically all in one suite of products, anything you would need to promote yourself or to raise money for a particular benefit or society. So I found that it's got everything we need. But as I dug deeper, I thought, well, what's the owner like? What's the launch going to be like? So as you get in as a founder, you learn a lot about all the details. And the one thing that's really struck a chord for me is that Ash said last week twice and many times before that they will never sell our data. Currently, Facebook is being sued in 48 states. And that's not the end. It's going to be more. So people are concerned about their privacy, and that's huge. And whatever OnPassive takes on in the future, as a founder, you'll be part of the profit share. So you can wait till we launch and maybe in the spring come on as a customer. But it's a much better situation to join now, believe me. And I'm really excited. Glad to meet the ladies here today. And why don't you take it away, Diane? You're next.
Thanks, Suzanne.
Hi, ladies. And Tyra, thank you so much for inviting me to the panel. I'm unlike Erin and Suzanne. I'm not an online person. I barely know how to post in Facebook. So this is all pretty big for me. I also joined in July, Suzanne, as well. Someone sent me some information earlier in the year, but I went, oh yeah, that sounds a little too good to be true. So they sent some more information, and then I thought, okay, I'm going to take a little bit more, deeper look at this. And then when I heard Ash speak, I was just hooked. I'm going, this man is so genuine. Every word out of his mouth, I could just tell he meant it with everything. And one of the biggest reasons that I am so excited about it is my husband's due to retire soon. He's of retirement age next year. And he worries about it a lot. Like it really upsets him because neither of us have been in a field where we get pensions. So we have to rely on what we've saved and that sort of thing. So he's actually getting excited. He's still a little skeptical, but he's getting very excited about it because he's thinking, wow, maybe this is actually going to be a nice retirement. Ash once said that we should live like it's already happened, like OnPassive is launched and we're getting the income that we believe we're going to get. So I had on my computer, my desktop, I had an address about, I don't know, half a mile from my grandkids in Kelowna. I'm on the west coast of Canada, near Vancouver. So I think that property is sold though. I can't find the listing anymore, but that's okay. I'll find another one. And so that's my hope, that we can retire comfortably, move closer to our grandkids, and it's just so exciting. I have so many sleepless nights. It's crazy. I wish I could afford to sign up every single member of my family. I do come from a very big family. I'm youngest of 8 kids and have almost 40 nephews and nieces. And so I think that's out of my range, but hey, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with things. That's what I'm looking forward to. So thank you so much.
That's awesome. Thank you, Diane. So we're just going to wait for Angela to, or pardon me, Angel to come back. So I'm just going to share a little bit about my stuff. Oh, here's Angel. Hey, Angel, how about you taking a turn and letting us know how you found OnPassive, why? Like, give us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hopefully I don't lose connection again. But yeah, I came up on OnPassive. I wasn't really looking for it. It just kind of popped up on my Facebook, and I didn't look into it too much. But then I seen like one of the ladies that I'm Facebook friends with do a live video, and so that kind of interested me. So I looked more into it, and not knowing too much about it, I still joined, and then I learned more as I went, and I listened to the private webinars and all that stuff, and just every time I listen, I just get more excited. So
Oh, I think we got a little bit of, there you are. I think we lost you.
how am I? Lost you again? I lost me again. Yeah. So yeah, I've just been I got my husband to join. I'm like super excited to get this OnPassive going and launched. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's awesome. Well, that's really great to hear when people get in their family members, you know, because you see the value of this. So for myself, as you know, I'm Tyra. I'm on Vancouver Island. I was introduced to OnPassive by a friend back in June. And I had been working online and doing different things for with computers and online probably about 10 years, and learning as I went. I'm kind of one of those, like I told the ladies, I kind of am okay with flying by the seat of my pants. I'll learn as I go. So when she shared this information with me, I barely knew one thing. But when she said it's a company with AI and IT technology and that it was online, I was like, sign me up, bring that dotted line right here. Because if you know anything about what's happening in our world, which most of us do, everything is moving online. I had just read an article about the Bay closing its massive store in Winnipeg that has been around forever and moving online. So I knew at that moment, even though I didn't know anything about the company or the CEO or anything, I knew that for a $97 investment, what the heck? If it's online, I'm in. So that's kind of how I got in, and learning as I go, falling in love with it more and more with all the options that we're going to have before us. And I'm really happy. Like I'm just really happy to find something that is as it truly says, because there's so many MLMs, there's affiliate, there's all kinds of companies out there that promise you the moon, sun, and stars, but don't actually deliver. And this is the amazing thing about OnPassive that I have been seeing. So ladies, let's just kind of take turns. I know we're each muted, so if maybe just raise your hand if you're ready to chat, or maybe we can just kind of go around. Let's just kind of talk about 2021. Like, it's right here on our heels. and we know the soft launch and then the launch into public is going to happen. And we've been seeing numbers, and our eyes, like my eyebrows just kind of keep moving up because there's a lot of major things going on. So why don't we just kind of give a little feedback? Erin, maybe if you want to start and just kind of let us hear what you're thinking 2021 with OnPassive.
I love that your eyebrows move into the back of your head. And I'm a numbers person, I'm a person. So when I got introduced to this information a couple months back from part of our team that's a huge team in Israel, and we had one of our dear founders, one of the original leadership council members, Michael Williams, on a private call webinar. When I seen those numbers, I could not believe my eyes, because again, you just nailed it. There's a lot of opportunity out there. I've been in the industry for 23 years. I've been through a lot of different companies. To this day, majority of those companies, I love their products. But like you said, you nailed it. You know, we've been said that there's the moon, the stars, the galaxy, you know, and stuff like that. But the thing of it is what I love about OnPassive is the automation, the automated traffic. And I am a self-driven person. I can go out and send messages. I'm a people's person. That's hence with the career that I've done, right? I talk to people constantly. But what I love about with 2021, with the craziness that's happening, like I mentioned earlier before, in the world, doesn't matter what community, country that you're living in, the world is dramatically changing. And if you're not investing into artificial intelligence in the digital world, we are now living in the era that when the 21st century, when New Year's Eve, 1999, when we all thought the world in the Y2K, where everybody was going to die and nothing is going to happen. And you know what I mean? We are now living it now at the beginning of the 20 decade, hence 1920, 2020. It's crazy with everything that's happening in the world, that if you're not opening your eyes to opportunities. I had many other things on my plate at the time, but when I seen that there was going to be products to help the people that I'm already currently working with, many other projects that I'm working with, it's not a non-competitive offer. That was huge. The message that was sent to me, I got it instantly. It took me less than 2 hours to sign up. I am an analytical person, so I wanted to know who the CEO was and what this was and a little bit more information. My mom was a politician for a majority of my life, so that kind of tells you. But I will tell you is I am so excited of 2021. This is not going to be with so much other fear that's happening in our personal lives, around our communities, around our countries where we're living in. There's so much amazing other things happening. And this is just the beginning. I mean, when I joined, and that was the Tuesday after September long weekend, Labor Day weekend, there was 176 founders. We've just hit over 400,000 founders on December 28th. That's amazing, guys.
Right.
That's over 400,000 customers to the company. It's a customer-based company. So get in. Don't wait. Yeah. Just launch. Yeah. Get back to the person that shared this video with you and just literally launch your position. Be set for life. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's really good, Erin. Really good. Do you have a few things to add to that, Suzanne?
Of course. Well said, Erin. Very good words. So on top of that, it's right now, while we're in the first founder stage, it's a $97 investment, and they say within a week or two it's going to raise to $149. They call it a soft launch, and then who knows? We could launch any day after that. We just do not know that day. So those of you thinking and kind of tossing, should I do it? Shouldn't I? What other opportunity could provide you automated traffic, all the tools that you'd need, a community that is supportive, and the owner? I love telling people this. This is my shtick. I said, well, what's the big deal? I said, well, it's kind of someone as brilliant as Mark Zuckerberg but he's got the heart of Gandhi. So people like that, right? But the thing is, Ash could have just went to 4 or 5 people, gotten 4 or 5 million from each of them, had a board of directors, and they all would have made billions. No questions asked. But instead, he himself has been at the top distributor of many companies, and the company goes bust. Well, when you're a top distributor and the company goes down, people get frustrated with you and they think you're the bad guy. Well, no, he's not the bad guy. I've been in many companies that just went bust. It's life. You just don't know. However, Ash took that experience and his degree from MIT and his course at Harvard and said, there has to be a better way. It shouldn't be 1 or 2% of a company making good money. And most people, the majority of people in direct sales and even people working a job, like you're not getting by, but let's just look at people in direct sales. Most people are making between $500 and $1,000, like it, and maybe in a year, 2,000, like it's very minimal. But they believe in the dream. They love the idea of passive income, but the pay plans are structured so that, and me myself too, I could have 1 million points on one side in a binary, they call it, and you're not paid because the other side isn't flourishing. Well, they've come out with a new type of plan that's proprietary. We don't even know the details. We're not worried. It's going to be good. I think it's called Sprinter or Sprint, something like that. We're excited to see it. But Ash has made it his plan. It's made it his agenda to look after the masses and in the pay plan, the structure, the products, everything. But what I think is so amazing is that they have you think about it. If we're at 410,000 people, that's approximately $41 million that has been crowdfunded, $97 at a time.
Yes.
So all those people, 410,000 people from all over the world, countries, Zimbabwe, Papua New Guinea, like all these countries that normally wouldn't even have a chance to do something this exciting. Yeah. So all these people come and they've all thrown their $97 in the hat. Well, so at the beginning, it allowed him to keep developing, get developers, get the buildings, get the locations, figure out all the ways he needed to create these products. And some people joined in the beginning and said, it's a scam. Oh my God, it's taken forever. And they left. Okay, bye-bye. But any major disruptor, and it doesn't matter what space it's in, it's going to take time. And it's not one product. We're looking at 50, and there's going to be more down the road. So I'm fine that it took 2.5 years ago. And I'm glad I didn't have to wait all that time. I'd be over crazy just waiting and waiting. So we came in at a great time, but today's a great time. And I just want to tell you that it's something that do not take it for granted. If you looked at a video, look at it again. I tell people, watch it 2-3 times. Let it sink in. Ask the questions. Get back to the person that talked to you. Do not just throw it away. And back to Dr. Williams, the example he shows is that the company, they did a beta test and they shared the results with us. They did this one 8 months ago. They got 1 million targeted leads in a 4-day period, not using the AI. There's another group, Mike Ellis. They normally get 8,000 to 10,000 views on their videos. Ash reached down, sent them traffic. They got 250,000 views on their video. He is a magician. He is amazing. He's hired the best staff. We have dibs on every graduate coming out of the best tech school in India. We've got 3 buildings in India. 2 are on 10-year leases. Another one we've bought. We have more proof than you need. So, but in saying all that, you've really got to take a day, take some time, look closely, and make sure you get the right information. Not the guys throwing out just throwing out a video on YouTube saying it's a scam, and then they're selling their product all over the page. That is not the authority that you want to listen to. Make sure you talk to people that know what they're talking about. Do the research. We have lots of proof. We'd love to see on the inside. And please talk to the person that first showed it to you. We're all about integrity here. And 2021 is going to be fantastic. It's not like anything else you've ever done where, don't talk to them. Blah, blah, blah. We are a team. We're a family. We all know, everyone on this panel, everyone in OnPassive, we're all going to do well. So there's not that mentality where, you're going to get the person. It doesn't matter. We want anyone that it wants a better way, wants to get that passive income. You know, we're looking at, when Dr. Williams said, looking at the company that can do 1 million targeted buy-ins, or people that are interested in a certain product, 1 million in 4 days. Do you think it's possible they could get me 3 customers every 60 days? That's what he talks about in that little short video. There's one 3.5 minute, one 17 minute. Just ask for them. Whoever you're talking to, they can get it for you. Yeah. But think about it. If they can get me 3 every 60 days, and then those customers get 3 more every 60 days, it works out to 3, 9, 21, 8. No, sorry. 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729, 1,092. By the end of the year, you are making $6,000 a month. And month 13, you're past the 8,300 mark, where 8,300 a month is 100,000 a year. This is all potential. I'm not saying I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just saying the numbers don't lie. The proof doesn't lie. And the technology, every single product is its own entity, its own company. And it's all starting from brand new tech. It's not recycled tech. We have the best talent in the world. And we have a CEO that is the most incredible leader that wants to raise humanity. So yes, passive income. Yes, amazing products. But the thing that stands out for me the most is that we are lifting humanity. We all want to make more money so we can help other people. Nanaimo, that I live in, apparently has the highest child poverty rate in BC. It's disgusting. There's so many ways we can help. But joining OnPassive is allowing you the opportunity to help financially, individually, with the money you're going to make. But also, we are a movement taking the world by storm. And there's going to be a lot of people that don't like us because we're going to compete with Facebook, YouTube, Zoom, Twitter, Spotify, on and on and on. So I don't care if I ruffle feathers. I don't care if people are upset. And I don't care, because we are saving the world. It's way bigger than you and me, the 5 people on this panel. It's a movement, and it gives me shivers. So get on the train. Woo! You're up now.
Oh, Susan, if I wasn't a founder, I'd be signing up right now. That was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, you really hit the nail on the head for sure. For sure. Awesome. Yeah, 2021 is going to look amazing. And, you know, that kind of revenue in your hand with that kind of heart, Nanaimo's going to be knocked around, that's for sure. And there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be helped. I can see that. Yes, indeed. So Diane, let's get your 2 cents. 2021, what are you thinking?
Well, the biggest thing, Suzanne keeps mentioning Ash, and he's our CEO, Ash Mufara, is the heart of the company, helping people. It just makes you feel so good to help people, and a lot of people aren't in that position. I have to just tell you a little story about we went on a cruise a year ago, November, and we had this server, our main server in the dining room, was just wonderful. He made our trip incredible. Anyway, I sponsored him, and he lives in Kenya, Africa. He's unable to work because the cruise ships aren't going. He has a daughter who had been sick, and family that he helps out because he's a young man. So I can't wait to hear how his life changes when things launch. I'm just so excited about that. But especially just helping people. And again, Ash is talking about, you know, we're going to have this Oh Bless, where we can bring on charities that we want to help, or there's some through the company that we can help. And that's really, really big to me. There's just, apparently there's so much wealth in the world that if everybody shared it, there would be no poverty. So his goal is to get the 97% of the people that don't make money on all these businesses to actually make some money. And hopefully they have a heart to share it and to bring other people up. So that's what's so special about this to me.
Yeah, that's Thanks. Really awesome. And being able to assist someone like that, like you said, sponsor, because that's another great benefit. You know, we can pay for the fee and bring someone in as a founder and then put it in their name. So it's even a way for them to begin to experience passive income and not have to try to understand how to run a business. So, and even as you said, you know, sponsoring someone and helping them along, I think that's fantastic. So let's hear from Angel. Angel, we want to hear. Give us some stuff you're thinking about for 2021. Oh, I think you're muted. Hang on a sec. Oh, there you are.
I think I'm unmuted
Yeah, there
now.
you go.
Okay, so like Diane mentioned, the Oblast, that's like one of the ones that I'm excited about, because you get you know, donate to a charity, and it's not just like a one-time donation.
Right.
You can do that every month. And so yeah, that's one of the ones I'm excited about. And yeah, there's going to be 50 platforms to work with, to use, and you can use it for your personal use, or if you have a business. And then if you have a business, you can use that business on OnPassive. So OnPassive, you can be, and you know, your business and your other business that you already have, and they're going to help you. OnPassive will help you build your small business or big business, you know, however huge it is. It can help you make it bigger. Yeah, so there's like a lot of small businesses that I buy from, and that could help them out big time. And yeah, if you're, you know, hesitating on being an OnPassive founder and you don't know anything about it, just pay the $97, get in and learn more. There's private webinars that they do every week. And I mean, that's how I learn more. So yeah, and those 50 platforms are going to be like a one-stop shop place. So you get to like choose what you want and subscribe. And yeah, that's
indeed.
It's going to be great.
Well, and I like what you said at the beginning about how you had signed up and then you got your husband.
Am I still?
Am I
lost her? Am I still? Yeah, I know. I can't.
Hang on a sec. No, you can hear me, right? Yeah. So what you said at the beginning about your husband and getting him in, and you know, that's what I've been hearing from a lot of people, that you know, not only are they seeing the benefit, they're getting their spouse in, or their children, grandparents are getting their grandchildren in. I mean, what an amazing way to even for a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, to really secure income for people, whether your family or whether people outside of your family, you know. So yeah, thanks for that, Angel. I appreciate that. So, you know, for me, I was thinking about this in 2021. Just so you guys know, Suzanne had to leave. She had other commitments also at this time, so she's gone. But we're so happy that we got a few minutes with her. You know, for me, I worked very hard my whole life. And for about 12 of those years, I was a single parent. And so I understand what it is to barely rub two nickels together, to work as hard as you possibly can to just get things paid. Now, all of a sudden, you have an opportunity that comes before you that will, without your help, build something for your future, for your legacy. So, you know, I totally relate when people say, well, you know, I've worked all these years and I was focused on this and I didn't have extra. I don't have a retirement plan. I don't have, you know, and there's so many people in the world that are in that position. You know, I think mostly North America, we're so blessed with the kind of money we have, even though many people are in the poverty line. But when you go into other countries, their poverty line is nothing compared to our own. So when you start to think about people, Suzanne had mentioned before Papua New Guinea and different countries, Africa, areas in Africa, areas, the Philippines were hit tremendously this year with tsunamis and stuff. Now you start thinking of that and people struggling, and all of a sudden bring in the play of OnPassive. And whether they can afford the 97 or they get a couple of people together and pay for that 97, what's going to happen by 2021? Now we go 2022. Did I say that? Yeah, 20. That seems weird to even be saying that. Now, in a year, Suzanne broke it down really well and talked about, some of the numbers. Well, for me, maybe 8,000 or 6,000 isn't a lot, but you know what? For someone in another country, that is a fortune. So, that for me, when I look at 2021 and the possibilities that we have ahead of us, as all the panel has been saying about helping people, yes, Ash talks about that. Be sure you're looking after your bottom line, because, many of us need help too. But there comes a day when that's done and you still have that passive income coming in, because OnPassive is going to be a legacy. You're going to have to be putting it in your will, because you do not want your family to miss out on this. So there's so many possibilities there. Anybody else want to add before we wrap up? I mean, you all have such amazing things here, but yeah, give me a little feedback here, girls.
Awesome. I just want to say thank you for bringing this incredible panel of ladies today. We're literally a day before New Year's Eve, and you just shared some key points. And thank you, Diane and Angel, about Oblast. Like, there are like 12 or 15 different platforms within this company. This is something that's never done before. Can you imagine being able to get shares into Google or any of these other massive IT companies, right? Like, this is so different, because we were always so used to, us that's been in the networking industry or direct sales for many years, we're used to going out and getting customers. We're used to going out and getting reps and distributors and such. Here, you don't have to do that if you choose not to. And those numbers that Suzanne just shared is if a person doesn't do a thing and you just let the system do the self-automated system. It's insane, guys. This is truly insane. So if you do a little bit extra work ahead of time before we go into the hard launch, before the switch flips, I'm blessed that we have our CEO, Ash Mafar, doing all the legalities. We were all excited to get this launched. All I can say, if you are still, because there are founders out there that are watching this, and they're still not totally understanding the magnitude of how huge this is. If you're wondering why this is not fully launched yet, understand he's doing everything for us right now. And we meant, and Suzanne mentioned, with all the lawsuits of Facebook and stuff like that, there is many acting. It's like a big puzzle, putting all the pieces of the puzzle together, right? So 2021 is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. If you've done some extra work and got a little bit of a team of your organization building, just think that, what, it's to the moon. It's the new it's the next launch after SpaceX. Like, we just witnessed that in the past summer. This is the next big launch of the world. It's going to erupt the internet. It's going to take over. One of my mom's best friends, guys, when I found out that I joined, she seen me post something about OnPassive on social media. She reached out to me and said, "Oh my goodness, you're in OnPassive? I joined 2 years ago, just after they opened up the opportunity."
Wow.
Yeah, at less than 2,500 people as co-founders. So when I seen that and heard that, plus multiple other key people in my life on my inner circle, you know, they always say, pick 5 top people to be in your inner circle. 2 big multimillionaires came to me within 12 hours of each other saying, you need to look at this. This is huge, guys. This is beyond huge. This will take any other project that you're currently working with that it's not a non-competitive offer. It's game changing. So get excited. I'm like you, Diane. I have had so many sleepless nights over the past few months. I don't sleep because I'm constantly thinking, who else do I need to talk to about it?
Yeah.
So I wake up in the middle of the night and I'll put on a YouTube video about, somebody's webinar or something just to listen and fall asleep to it. But I also just want to mention that soft launch, of course, is going to happen any day. And some people wonder, well, there's no products. Well, the company hasn't launched yet. I heard that in, I think, a David Cousins video. Yeah, there's no products yet because the company is still, getting ready to launch. And then what I'm looking forward to is our soft launch. It's going to be for all us founders to try to break things, to perfect everything so that they can make sure when we do launch to the world, it's 100% go. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Lots of fun.
Yes. Well, that is wonderful, ladies. I so appreciate all your input. Each of the things you guys have said just totally resonates with me. So we're going to wrap this up, but I want to be sure anyone, whether on Facebook or on YouTube, if you are watching this at a later date and not live, please, as everyone has said, get back to us. Do yourself a favor. $97. When I talked to my son about this, he said, oh, Mom, come on, really? Maybe it's just a scam. And I said, listen, you go out for dinner and spend $97 and don't think about it. What if you're wrong? Which we all know, as we've gotten to know the company, he is wrong. What if you're wrong and $97 takes you into a company that you are going to be getting residual wealth for the rest of your life? Like, it's really a no-brainer. So thank you, each and every one of you ladies and all that have joined us today. I sure appreciate you. Love your comments. Keep them coming. And from all of us, happy 2021. Ladies, if you'd like to mute yourself and just wish everyone a happy 2021.
Happy New Year, everyone. I know with COVID, it's just going to be a better year. Thank goodness things are changing. So Happy New Year. Wishing everyone health and safety. Take care.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Well said, Diane. Stay safe, obviously, wherever you are. Be careful through your New Year's Eve and New Year's Day celebrations if you're with family or friends. But definitely, I know many of us are working round the clock because we are bringing in so many people. So Happy New Year, everyone.
That's it. All the best, everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone.
And thank you very much, ladies, for taking part in this. Bye for now.
Thank you, Tara.
Thanks for having me